everybody, Randy Reviews It here. So I want to do an extra video this week because upon further testing, I may have been wrong about the infinity targets from Infinite Defense. If you saw my previous video about it, I shot 93 rounds through my Kriss Vector from about 15-20 yards away, and it shoot a hole in the target that you just saw. So on their website, they were guaranteeing 110 rounds per square inch. In the smaller print and in certain areas, they designated that it was 5.56 that they were guaranteeing this for. I didn't receive great customer service, and I complained a little bit, as I thought I was justified in it. I did quote in some of their Instagram posts and things like that, like the 110 round guarantee. I didn't get that. I got less than 110 rounds, and then they started, doing their due diligence and listing it as 5.56. You'll see a lot of advertisers now stating that it's 5.56 that the 110 round guarantee applies to. So that first target, I was a little disappointed, for $200 for 2 targets. You would expect them to last a little bit longer. Well, I've been testing my remaining targets for about the last month and a half so far, and I've been pleasantly surprised. So let's hold up one of the targets that I've been shooting. So this right here. On the back of this, you can see some minor wear, nothing too serious. That target has about 600, 700 rounds through it now, varying between 5.56 and 9mm, a few 40s, things like that. So it's been holding up really well. So these targets, they're designed to offer training. So if you're going to be shooting groups from long distance, trying to stack your shots, I don't think they're the right target for you. But if you're looking to train, especially close range with AR-15 or some type of rifle, especially 5.56, these targets are great. They've been holding up. They're a ton of fun. It's easy to see where my hits land. Yeah, you just spray paint them and they go back. So there's other things that came up while I've been using these targets that I didn't think about in my initial review. I want to be fully transparent here because it changed the way that I thought about these targets. I've been pleasantly surprised. So I took a trip back to Wisconsin to visit some family and friends and things like that. And I brought these targets with me because I wanted to film, do some shooting, things like that. I had my blackout defense. These targets are just rubber mats. They're great rubber mats, but they're rubber mats. So you can just put them in a truck, put stuff on top of them, and they don't get damaged like cardboard or paper would or anything else. And you can shoot them close, something you can't do with steel, depending on the target. The next thing is when I was in Wisconsin, there was rain, there was terrible weather, there's all kinds of things. These things are immune to the elements. If you had cardboard in the back of your truck or paper or anything like that, it would potentially get destroyed from rain. Granted, I have a tonneau cover, but sometimes water, things like that get in there and destroy it. Let's say you keep water in the back of your truck like I do. It could spill, destroy your targets. Plus, it's the amount of room that those targets would take up. So paper, it doesn't take up a lot of room, but it can get crinkled, it can get wrinkled, it can get torn. All kinds of things can happen to it. Cardboard, it's going to take up a lot more room. It can get damaged, it can get crushed, it can get bent, anything like that. These things are great for traveling. They're really, really good for traveling. If you're going to be staying at home and just shooting at a home range, they're probably not for you. Unless you plan on doing a bunch of really close stuff and you don't order a ton of stuff off Amazon like me where you have an abundance of cardboard. So if you're going to go to other ranges though, or if you're going to travel, these targets, they start to earn their value. I bought 2 little target stands off Amazon for like $50, and then I got 1x1s to hold in there, and then these just clamped on there, and now I have 2 targets ready to set up wherever I go that I don't have to worry about like anything really except keeping spray paint cans with me, which I have like 4 cans in the back of my truck now with these. And yeah, it's been a blast. They're so reactive with the paint that it's easy to see when you're sighting guns in. And like you can see, I had a bunch of splatters. I was running some drills, doing some training, stuff like that, and they worked perfect for it. So, I mean, maybe I was wrong. You know, I still think that when it was first advertised, the 110 round guarantee, the 5.56 part of it was definitely in the small print. I think they've corrected that. For 5.56 now, though, these targets I'm a pretty big fan of. I gotta say, like, depending on how long these last, because they're already lasting a while, I got like 600 rounds on each of them, on my other 2 without the hole. And they're taking that beating. They're doing pretty well. I'm spray painting it. I've been shooting it. I've been having a blast shooting my Blackout Defense, my Type A's, everything like that. So it's been really, really good. So do I recommend these now? It gets a little... I'm reconsidering these things. If you're going to be traveling, like I said, if you're going to be moving around and you can just grab target stands like I have, I think these are worth it. I think they're worth it. If you're going to be just at your home range, that's a little bit more up in the air. You can get cardboard pretty easy. There's a lot of places that have a lot of boxes, and we get a lot of cardboard with Amazon orders, stuff like that. So if I had my own place, I might use cardboard. It's definitely a lot less finicky or less stuff I have to worry about with these Infinity targets. So they're just kind of ready to go whenever I need them. So that's really nice. Yeah, it's been really good. So unfortunately, Infinity Targets saw my first video and blocked me on Instagram, and I don't think they're taking any of my messages. But to them, these things definitely hold up for 5.56, and if you're shooting 5.56, if you're traveling with them, if you're taking them to public ranges or things like that, I would recommend buying these. If you're staying at home, it's up to you and your wallet there. So I'm going to keep shooting these. I'm going to keep reporting back. But my channel I originally started, for personal accountability, full transparency, and unbiased reviews. And my initial review with these Infinity targets, which may have been premature now, I felt was a little unjust. So I wanted to make this video, give you all the facts, my experiences so far. So their customer service was pretty lackluster. So I hope you don't run into any customer issues. But yeah, I think that the targets are worthwhile for me now at this point. And I may end up buying some more down the road if they'll take my order. Not sure that they will. Who knows? There's some great discount codes out there. I know Mad Minute Tactician has a discount code on his Instagram that he advertises and things like that. They've had good luck with them because I spoke with them. They've had good luck with 5.56, 308, everything like that. So I recommend, if you're going to get these, to shoot rifle rounds through them, to shoot sharper point. Some of my 9mm is 147 grain, and that has kind of a flatter nose. So maybe that caused premature wear on them. But I would say your wider, slower cartridges, you might want to avoid shooting those at these Infinity targets. But for your supersonic, your fast, your small boys, whatever it is, fire away at these. So yeah, I'm glad that my opinion on these has changed because I really wanted them to be successful. I just hope that my experience with them in the future gets a little bit better as well. So Infinity, if you're watching this, consider me a little bit changed now that I've gotten more experience on them. But look into the customer service a little bit too. All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Randy Reviews it out.